Economic policies. Infrastructure investment. Harris emphasizes substantial investments in infrastructure projects to modernize transportation, improve public works, and create jobs. This includes updating roads, bridges, and public transit systems. Economic equality. Her campaign focuses on reducing income inequality through progressive tax policies, which include increasing taxes on the wealthy and corporations while providing support for low and middle-income families. She aims to enhance support for small businesses and invest in underserved communities. Tax cuts. Trump advocates for extending and expanding tax cuts, particularly for individuals and businesses, to boost economic growth and job creation. He seeks to lower corporate tax rates and provide relief to taxpayers. Deregulation. His campaign focuses on reducing federal regulations that he argues hinder business growth and economic development. This includes rolling back environmental regulations and easing restrictions on industries. Foreign policy. Strengthening international alliances. Harris aims to rebuild and strengthen alliances with traditional U.S. partners and re-engage with international institutions. Her focus is on cooperative global efforts and multilateral agreements. Global health initiatives. She prioritizes addressing global health challenges, including pandemic preparedness and response. Her policies include increasing support for international health organizations and initiatives to combat diseases. America First policy. Trump continues to emphasize an America First approach, focusing on prioritizing U.S. national interests in international relations. This includes reducing American involvement in overseas conflicts and shifting resources to domestic needs. Renegotiating trade deals. He seeks to renegotiate trade agreements to ensure they benefit American workers and industries, aiming to reduce trade deficits and protect U.S. manufacturing. Immigration comprehensive reform. Harris supports comprehensive immigration reform that includes creating a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, addressing border security, and ensuring fair treatment of migrants. Humane treatment. Her policies focus on humane treatment of migrants and improving conditions at detention facilities. She advocates for reforms to ensure the rights and dignity of immigrants are respected. Strict border security. Trump advocates for stringent border security measures, including continuing and expanding the construction of barriers along the U.S.-Mexico border. He emphasizes increased enforcement to prevent illegal immigration. Vetting process. He supports enhancing the vetting process for legal immigration to ensure that individuals entering the U.S. are properly screened. Healthcare expansion of Affordable Care Act. Harris aims to expand the Affordable Care Act, ACA, by improving coverage options, reducing costs, and increasing accessibility to healthcare services for all Americans. Mental health services. She emphasizes the importance of expanding mental health services, including increasing funding for mental health programs and integrating mental health care into primary health services. Repeal and replace. Trump continues to push for the repeal and replacement of the ACA with a new healthcare system that he argues will lower costs and improve care. Prescription drug prices. His campaign focuses on reducing prescription drug prices through various measures, including promoting competition and increasing transparency in drug pricing. Climate change green energy initiatives. Harris promotes the transition to green energy sources, such as wind, solar, and electric vehicles, to reduce carbon emissions and combat climate change. Climate resilience investments. She supports investing in climate resilience projects to protect communities from the impacts of climate change, such as extreme weather events and rising sea levels. Energy independence. Trump advocates for increasing fossil fuel production to achieve energy independence. His policies include reducing restrictions on oil, gas, and coal industries. Climate agreements. He criticizes international climate agreements that he views as disadvantageous to the U.S., advocating for a more skeptical approach to global climate accords. Social issues criminal justice reform. Harris focuses on reforming the criminal justice system by addressing systemic racism, reducing mandatory minimum sentences, and promoting rehabilitation over incarceration. Civil rights protections. Her campaign emphasizes the importance of protecting civil rights and ensuring equal justice under the law for all individuals. Second Amendment rights. Trump supports protecting Second Amendment rights and opposes efforts to impose stricter gun control measures. Religious freedom. He advocates for policies that safeguard religious freedoms and protect the rights of individuals and organizations to practice their faith. National security. Modernizing defense. Harris aims to modernize the U.S. military by investing in advanced technologies and capabilities to address emerging security threats. Counterterrorism. She supports comprehensive counterterrorism strategies, including improving intelligence and international cooperation to combat terrorist threats. Increased military spending. Trump advocates for increasing defense spending to strengthen the U.S. military and ensure it remains a dominant force globally. Strong stance on terrorism. His campaign focuses on maintaining a strong stance against terrorism, including implementing robust counterterrorism measures and securing borders. Judicial appointments. Diverse appointments. Harris supports appointing a diverse range of judges to the federal judiciary, aiming to reflect the nation's diversity and promote fair and equitable justice. Conservative judges. Trump emphasizes the appointment of conservative judges to federal courts, continuing his focus on reshaping the judiciary with a conservative outlook. Election integrity. Secure elections. Harris supports measures to ensure secure and fair elections, including addressing vulnerabilities in the election system and promoting transparency. Election integrity. Trump advocates for addressing concerns about election integrity and fraud, calling for reforms to enhance the security and reliability of the election process. Public safety. Community policing. Harris promotes community policing strategies to build trust between law enforcement and communities, and supports measures for stricter gun control to reduce violence. Support for law enforcement. Trump supports law enforcement agencies and opposes movements perceived as undermining police authority. He emphasizes law and order policies and a strong response to crime. Stay informed. Understanding each candidate's focus can help you choose the leader.